Okay, so the whole purpose of this section is to think about something. And my question for you is, what is the greatest content delivery platform in the world? And you could say, well, is it apps on our phones and things? And I'd say, no, it's not, because apps have the problem of being device dependent, right? Certain apps only work for iPhone, only work for Android. Then on top of that, there's also, don't forget, even just like we built Unity for Oculus. So that would only work in Oculus, right? That's a problem. Then on top of it, we have all these, we're in a real wild west of this emerging technology where I have an iPhone 7. I can't even look at some of the stuff that is available for iPhone 11. And so even different versions. And of course, these smartphones and everything have these different operating systems. So there's a lot of things going on that are just problematic for delivering content on a large scale, build once, ship everywhere. And so what is the best content delivery in the world is our internet browser, right? Because we can reach pretty much everywhere in the world. At this point, there's almost every smartphone and computer, despite its make, model, and operating system, you're going to have an internet browser, right? We can deliver text, image, video, sound, and interactive media. And the nice thing about building for the internet is it uses mostly standardized open source web technologies. Now, it is a little problem that we're in the emerging space, and so that becomes a slight problem. But what we're interested in for what we're doing is WebXR. And WebXR is a way to deliver VR and AR content to any internet device, right? Any browser with these open standards, right? So that's what this talk's really about, and this exercise is really about. So again, I said that right now it's kind of a Wild West. This is the WebXR device API, which there was something called WebVR, and that got what's called deprecated, meaning they're moving to this other thing. And so you see it really doesn't work. The green ones, even this color green means partial support. So you see it only has partial support in Chrome for Android, Chrome, Edge, and then all these reds. So even iOS Safari has this red. And that's a problem, but luckily for us, there are some things around it. So in the web development world, you'll hear these things called polyfills. And polyfills are usually taking JavaScript and trying to fill in anything that isn't standardized in a specification. Like, so we have a WebXR polyfill. Now, you don't really need to worry about this, because what we're going to do is use something that it has all built in and worked out for us. A really nice project, open source project called A-Frame. And A-Frame is a JavaScript framework for building virtual reality experiences with HTML. And it's a JavaScript driven, and we'll see how it works in a second. So you are going to need to get the download. Because of the coronavirus, we're going to not do it exactly the same way we're going to do in Thing. We're going to use something called Glitch. So go ahead and download the file from the course website, and then we'll move into Glitch.